Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Civilization 6. We're playing as Rome on Emperor difficulty, and we're gonna just get our stuff all queued up here. I believe I actually queued up just before I saved it, so after I finished the last video, I queued up a bombard right here for construction, and yeah, I think we're gonna try to build as many bombards as we can, as long as they don't take too long. Because eventually we do want to go to war with Rio, and to go to war with Brazil, rather. Rio's their capital. But we want to make sure that we're ready. And on that note, they have an awful lot of horsemen, which I find to be puzzling. Extremely puzzling. Now, their cities are looking pretty tough. I'm not sure if we're going to be in trouble or not, although we've overestimated them before. So anyway, on the subject of horsemen and crappy armies for civilizations that you would think are further ahead, because you get told what their tech ranking is, and India's miles ahead of us. We are in the industrial age with Pedro, so one would assume that on this difficulty he would have sufficient resources to upgrade his guys to field cannons. Apparently not. He's also got a settler coming out. He's probably going to try to settle down here or something. Which, on that note, do we have enough money to buy tile? We do not, so yeah, he could potentially screw us. He could potentially mess with us again. Anyway. We're going to take a look at things. Everywhere that is practical to do so, I'm going to look into building. So in this city, it's pretty small at the moment. It's probably not practical to build a bombard here. Actually, it's not too bad. 26 turns. It's probably going to be a while before we go to war with him anyway. So we'll do that. And I think it's time for the Roman Inquisition here. Let's go ahead and do some religious warfare. Maybe we'll get some apostles too. Apostles are good. And also someone's driveway is getting worked on next door, so I sincerely apologize if that noise is leaking through here. And in between this episode and the next one, I'm going to see about if there's any sort of noise cancellation options I can maybe use with XSplit to just make sure that everything's being minimized. Anyway, hopefully you guys aren't hearing that. The stone saw, I guess it is there. Alright, so this wonderful city here, what do we want for it? It's one of our largest cities, so I don't really think it needs to grow that much more. What do we need? Do we need gold? Gold is important, but it's not the most important, and Rome really thrives on internal trade routes now that I think about it. Got reminded of that in the opening there, so let's send him to Aquatina. We want as much production as we can get. And we're going to send this apostle down to kick Gandhi's ass. Now keep in mind that religious combat is... You're not at war with someone if you engage in religious combat. This is just... It's just your religious folk and their religious folk having, as Quill would put it, a dance-off. Let's go ahead and just send him to Aquatina as well. That'll help production there. Oh, apparently we can evangelicalize another belief. Yeah, let's do that. I thought we had gotten all of our beliefs already, but let's see. Beliefs. Religion spread to adjacent city is 25% stronger, boosted to 50%. Missionaries and apostles are 30% cheaper, so just encourages spamming. Itinerant preachers. Religion spreads to cities further away. Let's go for Iditarate Creatures. I like that. Alright, so we have what we need there. Let's go ahead and grab the deers. And we'll go through our turns. But first we're popping into the Civilopedia because a question needs to be answered. And right now it's very important to me. You guys might know the answer by now. Once this video comes out, it'll probably be like... Oh my goodness, it might be a week from now when this video actually comes out. I want to see what the Horseman upgrades to. Because I find it...
an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it.
Oh, well then. I have an educated mind because I can see what Trump supporters are thinking. I think they're wrong, but I can understand their point of view. And it drives my wife bananas. It's great. So this is a Horseman, folks. Base cost 80 gold, base cost 80 production. Oh, purchase cost 80 gold? Is it really that cheap? So this is a classical era light cavalry unit. There's no light cavalry unit until the basically until the industrial age. Let's look at the so upgrades to cavalry. Cavalry is replaced by the Cossack if you're Russians. So these guys are light cavalry once again. If you're Scythia, you get 2 of them. Upgrades to helicopter. So the helicopter is your final level of light cavalry. And let's take a look at war chariots here, if we may, or knights. No, let's take a look at war chariots. Heavy chariots, let's start at the very beginning. It's a good place to start. So there's 2 classifications of cavalry, light and heavy. And knights require resources. They require two things of iron, or only 1 if you train them in an area with an encampment. And then we jump from knights to tanks. That's the idea there. So yeah. That is a possible explanation for why these guys are the way they are. Because they may not yet have the... So Brazil here may not have the technology, which we certainly do not. Brazil may not have the technology of military science. We'll get a boost to siege tactics pretty soon here when we get those 2 bombards. Although that may take far longer than I expect. We can get mass production. That'll give us a lot of good stuff for sailing. Not something we're that concerned about yet, although it might be an idea to start getting a navy out. Let's take a look at Rio, actually. Bellum. So we can take one of their cities. Actually, this city right here is building a library, and then after that it needs to build a university. That's kind of a must. If we can get steel, that would be amazing. We don't have the tech for coal yet to actually see coal, do we? No, that's pretty far away, and it's up in the ship area there. So I think we're actually going to start shipping... We don't even have basics ailing tech. Alright, are we a theocracy? I think we're a theocracy right now. Yes, we are. Is it possible to purchase the crappiest naval unit for free? Apparently no. Right, we can only do land units. That's irritating. So we can do shipbuilding, which will take like 3 turns. You know what, let's grab shipbuilding first. We'll grab a university here. That's not going to take very long at all. Have I gotten the wonderful timer here started? No, I haven't. We'll set it for like 19 minutes from now. I think I've only been chatting for a wee little bit here. Anyway, let's get some apostles out. Let's chase those little buggers down. Can't afford an apostle this turn. Let's actually send out a missionary. Not really to convert Brazil, but more so as a scout. Oh, what? What? No, we want to finish that industrial zone first. That's only 2 turns, and then we can switch out. So this right here is a hill, isn't it? It looks hilly to me. Yeah, let's go ahead and destroy the terrain. Let's clear the rainforest. Drat. Well, that was possibly a poor decision. Let's just leave that cursor there for a while. See if the tooltip pops up and tells me what the hell that terrain is. Because I could have sworn when I built this, it told me that there was mine adjacency. Alright, the tooltip is not going to show up. Alright, you go ahead. Last charge. That is not a great tile. Apparently Niter provides food? Okay. That's actually a reasonable-ish deal. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll take it. I could use the gold. I'm surprised with you, Pericles. Normally I expect you to be an insufferable, piece of you-know-what. Can purchase with faith. Yeah, we'll see about that. Apostle is ready for promotion. Okay. Is there any natural wonders nearby that we... Oh, there is one up there. So you know what? We might go for the pilgrimage one. Because we can just pop up there. We can immediately get more stuff. We're gonna smack these fools down. How dare they try to convert my populace? We'll smite them thusly. Three turns on the encampment. My goodness. It's got a couple of nice little places right there. Where's my... oh, there it is, right here. Okay. So my campus is just chilling out right there. It's almost done. 3 more turns. We'll try to get our science up. We can see exactly what our science score is versus everybody else. So Gandhi, for example, 114 science per turn and a 77 culture. We're actually doing really good in culture compared to him. And we're beating out Brazil by... Actually, no, we're falling behind,
of
but...
humanism are curiosity, a free mind, belief in good taste, and belief in the human race.
Alright, well, we have new tie. We have new cards. Is it worth changing anything up? I don't think so. Yeah, I like our current stuff. I like it a lot. So, diplomatic service, exploration. Mercantilism will get us a unit. We're pretty far behind in this. we've got a long ways to go. And to get to the proper governments, which honestly we're probably going to go for class struggle, let's take a look at that. That is 10 techs away. Starting, unfortunately, with diplomatic service, which we're never going to get the boost to, ever. Alright, yeah, diplomatic service is literally it, unless we want the Merchant Republic tech, which... This is not a terrible one. This is really strong, actually, for someone like England, who gets bonuses already on other continents. And while we're at it, let's take a look at the continents here. So Rome is literally on the crossroads of the two continents here. However, most of my cities are north of Rome. Only 2 of them are south, on the so-called other continent. So, yeah, we'll do diplomatic service. It's pretty much the keystone to unlocking everything else. What do we want to do here? An archaeological museum would be really good for culture, but we really need the university for science. We are way, way behind on science. We're even further behind on culture, but yeah, go away. We don't need you. Alright, so you guys go up here. Try to deal with Gandhi's missionaries. You continue to deal with Gandhi's missionaries. Good. And you guys, can you purchase anything? You can purchase an Inquisitor. I'll take it. And these guys right here, I'm gonna send them down south, and we're gonna take advantage of the fact that they can explore. And I think we got enough gold to actually purchase a ship. We're actually making pretty good money right there. So let's see, can we purchase a ship? Why can we not even buy the most basic? Seriously? We cannot buy the most basic of basic ships. That is kind of sad.
I cannot imagine any condition which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
Famous last words. Thank you to the captain of the Titanic for that. Alright, well, we got a lot of good stuff here, folks. Yeah, we're pretty far behind also in terms... Oh, actually, no, we're not. So this is Renaissance. This is Pericles. Harold Hardrada. He's gone. Cartography. Mass production. What will banking give us here? It'll lead to economics, which will lead to some good stuff. And eventually replaceable parts. I think we actually want to push for steel, because I think... And I'll have to keep an eye out on this. I think it'll reduce the techs once we... the tech costs. When we progress into a new age. Now then. I think we actually want to get a bombard here. We've got a couple of universities coming up. I really want to get some better military units here. Alternatively, in 13 turns, we'll be able to build modern era military units, which will be nice. I hear artillery's pretty good. It's not quite as good as it was in Civ 5, but it's still pretty freaking decent. Some more religious combat. Time for some smiting. The religious dance-off. think we actually converted this city to Catholicism. That's pretty nice. And Brazil's continuing to use us as a parking lot for their stuff, which I am not okay with. Alright, go ahead and just smite those fools. You just go ahead and sleep. If you put Inquisitioners or Apostles, probably even missionaries as well, asleep on a holy site of your religion, they will heal very slowly. That's what I've found. And I found that out by, of course, watching other people do it. So, yay! Thanks to, once again, Quill! Because he got early access and he was able to discover a few of these interesting wrinkles that are not really explained at all. It makes religious combat a lot better, in my opinion. Anyway, we got an upgrade to our field cannon right there. Let's continue on with this missionary. Let's have the missionary continue to explore things. Are there any more of Gandhi's guys we need to go and smack? Nope. Okay, I guess we'll just... I think if we put the Inquisitor in the city and we just leave him there, I think he'll passively remove the religion on his own without having to actually use the remove heresy. We'll see, though. Yes, let's be friends, Pedro. I'm not ruling out actually being just chill with Pedro if somehow I can catch up and surpass him. If he becomes not a threat, then maybe we'll leave him alone. Because we've got a decent-sized empire here. We can always just beat up Scythia if we do need more space. This city, does it need any more housing? Hardly. What it needs is more food, so actually a granary is not a terrible idea. I don't believe we have to pay maintenance on that. Fortify that. You just sleep there for a while. I think that adjacent units to... Hello? No, you will not sleep there. You will go and you will smack around Gandhi's guy. You guys actually come over here and build a mine over by the... Yeah. We're gonna have to get a little worker dude over there pretty soon. Oh, these guys can embark now. Excellent. Very helpful. Russia has progressed into the industrial age. Good for Russia. We're kind of the joke civilization who is not yet in the modern era. We're doing okay for 1240 AD. But unfortunately, at this level, it seems that Gandhi is pretty freaking good at getting science. And we're still trying to catch up to the little bugger. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. 85 science. Let's round up to 85. And he has 115 we'll round up to. So we need like 30 more science. We can get there. Alright, where's that little stinker gone to? There they are. We've got all of our trade routes filled. Yep. We're only generating 60 faith per turn, which is not ideal. I'd like to get more, but I mean, you can just stockpile that stuff and then faith buy all kinds of things. I can faith buy artillery if I want. It's going to cost a lot, but I can definitely do it. Like, for example, let's go to this city and just take a quick look. I could faith buy a bombard for 475 faith. It's going to take a few turns to get there, but I can do it. You sleep there, you just kind of try to passively get rid of the heresy. There's Gandhi's little missionary gone off too. We're, of course, susceptible to Russian attacks here. Let's see how... I think we're really close to the bottom of the map here. I think Athens is pretty close to the bottom. Yep, there's Tundra. Let's finish off that guy's last charge. Grab that ivory. And indeed, there's the... So what was this? Owner... Cost... It's a commercial hub. Okay. Then this right here... This is an industrial zone, so both of those are pillaged. Who are you at war with, man? And you still won't accept a delegation. Why? So you're at war with Peter. Interesting. I think I knew that. I think Brazil's actually at war with Peter as well. No, he's just denounced him. And I'm apparently the only one that Brazil bloody well likes. That's, kind of funny. Alright, and it appears that that missionary has gotten away. I don't see him anymore, I don't think. Nope. I've lost him. That's okay. Let's send the apostle to heal on our friendly holy site here. And let's turn off the bloody religious lens here. It's getting old. Oh, hello, barbarian scout. We have apparently 2 luxury resources here in addition to a mountain chain. It's not a terrible spot for another city if I want. Alright, so Rome. What do we want to do in Rome? Probably an archaeological museum, I think. I think that would be a good choice. Let's check really quickly here. Let's open up the, let's open this up here. Humanism. So natural history is when we get the archaeologist. So that's actually going to take a while. Antiquity site, resource. So that's a fair ways down the tech tree. It's behind mercantilism as well. that's not top priority. They're recommending a theater square here. Not a bad idea. Where could we put one that would really benefit us, though? Pretty much anywhere. Yeah, right here would be good. It means we wouldn't have to kill any of our improvements. And it's going to take how long? It's going to take 9 turns? Campus would benefit tremendously from this. +3. Well, we can do both. I mean, there's no reason we can't do both eventually. The city could use some more food first, though, so it's got so much production. Let's build a granary. I'm gonna send that guy out exploring a little. I think we'll faith by a scout if we can manage it. Is a scout not someone we can faith by? Oh, there's too many units in the city. Okay, fine. I see what you're getting at. I just want a scout. There we go. Looks good. And this may be a dumb idea, but I'm going to purchase a galley. I want to start exploring the seas. And I think we'll just let it go for a couple more turns, and then I'll throw down a cut, guys. I'm also curious, because I have the discounts, how much it's going to cost to upgrade this dude right here to a field cannon. Also, what do pikemen upgrade to? Questions, questions, questions. So the upgrades don't work the way you think they would at once upon a time. So spearmen, obviously...
Times have changed, and the era of diplomatic delegations...
I was in the middle of something.
Always remembers a woman's birthday, but never remembers her age.
I'm very happy about getting that tech. However, upgrades to pikemen. Pikemen upgrade to a freaking anti-tank crew. Then from there, they upgrade to modern anti-tank crew. All right. Anyway, Machiavellianism, no thank you. +1 gold for each envoy we've sent out. That's not the worst. But I think we like the increased generation of envoys for now. +100% campus adjacency. Double faith yield from holy site district buildings. This could be very potent. So this is giving us +10 gold right here. You know what? I'm going to attempt this. We're going to see what happens. We can change it back in a few turns if we're not satisfied. And also we'll be getting more guys getting sent out fairly soon. Kumine. You know what? Go ahead and start building an archaeological museum. I hear those are pretty good. Those are what I built in my game with Victoria, where I won accidentally. Now with the British, they get ridiculous bonuses to them. They want us to get a spy. It's not a terrible idea. I'm not sure we want one just quite yet. Now, here's the thing. This is why Brazil keeps building horsemen. They're really damn cheap. And, yeah. Okay. Where's those guys? Are way down there. Commercial hub investment. Provide a large sum of gold. You know what? This city's so small, I'm even considering that. Can't even afford an entertainment complex right now. You know what? Let's try commercial hub investment. Let's see how that, how city projects work. Let's see how great or terrible they are. And let's get our ship out and let's do some exploration here, folks. Brazil. Do we no longer have open borders? You're not interested in an embassy. That's irritating. Not for the ivory. That's outrageous, sir. How about 5? Yes, you're happy to accept this deal. How about just for 100 gold? 1. How about 50 gold, sir? Will you take that? 60? 70? 80? 75? 76? I'm just trying to figure out his bottom out place here. 77? I guess you 78? Alright, 80 is your absolute lower limit for this. Thank you. Anyway, at the end of the turn, folks, I'm going to throw down a cut. Oh, tourism. We can actually check that out. So we don't have any artifacts right now. That's why we're not getting any tourism whatsoever from these things. Domination victory, we're actually leading. Culture victory, Gandhi's leading. Trade route overview, my benefits. Destination. To my cities. Jakarta to Rome. Okay. Oh, one other thing I want to try out before I throw down a cut, folks. Alright, so apparently we can't link up. I'm trying to see if we can escort traders with a military unit. So this apostle's all healed up and ready to go. Yeah, that guy can't escort him either by the looks of it. What about you, Cannon? Can you? Nope. Too bad. So go park in the city for now. You guys push east. And we got another unit we need to deal with here. Our missionary. Alright, we're going to send our apostle over yonder. Is that truly all the units we need to deal with? Nope. Oh, look, another barbarian encampment. And apparently we cannot improve Tundra. Interesting. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode, folks. I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm looking very much forward to trying to catch up with Gandhi here, science-wise. Whether that's catching up to him by blowing his frickin' head off with... Oh dear, I just had a terrible thought. What if Gandhi gets nukes before me? because I'm pretty sure right here this has something to do with nukes. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and hope we can catch up here. I'm sure we'll find some way to win here. It's only on Emperor difficulty here. But for the meantime, folks, my name's been Ybot. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time.